Hello, my name is Dennis Spratt. I'm a volunteer with Junior Achievement of Lawrence. I've been on their board for about 8 to 10 years. And Junior Achievement is an organization dedicated to inspiring and preparing young people to succeed in a global economy. My background is I grew up in a little town in central Kansas by the name of Ellsworth. After graduation from high school, I went on to Fort Hays State University, majoring in education along with playing football and baseball. In addition, I got minors in science and business and came out of college as a teacher and coach for a few years in high school. I am currently a total wealth advisor with Wealth Management Group of Kansas City. During this session, we will learn about personal finance and the importance of identifying education and career goals based on your skills, interests, and values. To begin with, I want you to think about yourself and ask yourself some questions. What do you do well? What three qualities best describe you? What are you most proud of? What are your hobbies? See, each one of you answered each one of those questions differently, which makes you unique. And it starts you into your personal awareness of the qualities that you have regarding your skills, interests, and values. Hopefully in this session, which is entitled Mirror Mirror, which is a reflection of your self-knowledge, it is important that you gain that self-knowledge when you make choices. Decision making up to this point in time in your life hasn't had major consequences, but it could starting now and into the future. Some of these decisions are going to have major consequences in your life. And when you're thinking about your future career, it is important to consider your preferences. Would you rather work with animals or with children or with other people? Would you rather work as a team or would you rather work independently? Would you rather work at a desk or would you rather work outside, or would you like to have a combination of the two? See, these are all things that you need to start to ask yourself when you start to make career decisions. You know, I told you a little while ago, just a few minutes ago, that I started out as a teacher, and obviously I told you that I'm no longer teaching. Well, I was a teacher for a few years. When I started teaching, I was married, and then when I started having children, and my goal was always to be a Division I football coach, I started doing some research and found that I was going to have to move 6, 7, 8 times over a short period of time, no less than 10 years, to get to where I wanted to go. That was going to be very disruptive to my family. And see, I was really good at what I did. I was really interested in what I was doing as a football coach, but it didn't fit my values and what I wanted for my family. So I said, well, I'll just stay in high school coaching. So I went back to my high school, which is where my job was, and I was offered a head football coaching job. But I told them that I needed to have certain coaches on my staff that were I handpicked. And I had a couple coaches on there that were violating professional standards and violating my value system. So I left the teaching profession, made that decision, and entered into the financial services, which is where it's led me to today, to be a coach, only I'm not a coach of sports, I'm a financial coach, doing pretty much the same thing as I was doing with the same results. So I want you to think as you go through this class today and reflect on your self-knowledge. What are your skills? What are your interests? What are your values? And what are you going to place as the most important thing as you start to make decisions in your career? I want to thank you and want to wish you the best in going through this class entitled Economics for Success.